Hi, it's me, it's Kira. I'm gonna go ahead and do a face of makeup again, the end of the night. I wanted to do mostly a full face of NYX. So I have a lot of NYX products. I've already done my brows with the NYX brow pencil, and the only thing is I used an eye primer that is Ulta Beauty. So far, the rest of my face, obviously skincare and stuff, I usually just use, again, the e.l.f. Daily Moisturizer, so I'm gonna put that on right now. Just to kind of balance out my skin again, get it nice and juicy. And then, yeah, pretty much all of the NYX products that I have, I will be using today. So it will really just be few and far between that will not be NYX. So I wanted to focus on this brand just because I really like this brand. I think they have a lot of good products and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the face. Today, I'm gonna go ahead and use the NYX Glaze like Buttermelt Skin Tint. I really like this a lot. I love the finish of it. The consistency, I feel like, is like perfect. I feel like it wears pretty well for a skin tint. Coverage is decent for a skin tint. I like that it has sunscreen in it, so that's nice. The shade that I use is shade 1 Whipped Butter. The only thing that I struggle with is I think this makes me break out. So I've tried this quite a few different times, and I feel like I almost always get a good breakout, like along my chin and mouth area, which is where I tend to break out the most, as you can see. But I feel like anytime I wear this, I do break out. So, but I have very sensitive skin, very acne prone skin. So it's something that you may not like. However, I choose to still wear it when I want the finish of this, and like I'm okay dealing with the repercussions. That may sound silly, but I love how this makes my skin look. I feel like it just looks so pretty. I don't know if you can really see a good, but like, it's glowy. My skin just looks healthy when I wear this. It evens out my skin tone pretty well. So I probably used a little bit too much, but here we are. Okay, let me see, my phone is struggling. Let me see if it has a battery pack, but I don't think the battery pack is on. There we go. Hopefully that helps my phone come back to life. Okay. There we go. So pretty. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and put on the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. I really like this too. I think it's just easy to put on. I use the shade Buttercup. The names are a little silly, but I will take it for the product. I use this often when I'm in a hurry. It's a perfect, very quick bronzer, which is what I like about it. And I feel like it works really well with my skin tone. I'm fair, and I have a little bit of a red, kind of pinky undertone. Kind of cool, neutral leaning, but I know some people don't like the shade of this, where it's kind of a redder, like a redder brown shade, but I really like it because I think it just complements my skin and it looks natural for me. So I love that stuff. It smells good. Can't go wrong with that. And then I'm gonna finish it off with the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I love this. It gives really good coverage. You really don't need a whole lot. And it looks beautiful. So if you ever want kind of a higher coverage, I would say it's a medium coverage. Not full, but it definitely gives a good amount, in my opinion, without feeling super heavy. I'm just using a brush to blend that out. This is just an LSE, like an Amazon brush that came with a highlighter that I've been using lately for my concealer. And then I usually just kind of tap out any excess with my sponge here to kind of blend that area. And anything remaining, sometimes this is why I like to do my face makeup first, my base, just because then if there's any remaining, I just put concealer on my eyelids just to even out that color, even out that base for eyeshadow prep is good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use, this is one of the only NYX products I don't have. I don't have a blush. So we're gonna use a Revolution, Makeup Revolution blush really quick, just to give a little bit of color to the cheek. This is one of the first liquid blushes I've actually ever used. I don't really have liquid blush, a lot of it. One of the first ones I used, I feel like this one isn't terrible. I don't think it's bad. I think that it doesn't last, and it's sometimes a little patchy depending on what you wear. I do feel like it is buildable. A little more, like you get pigment, but I also used, you know, a few dots on my face. So it's not too pigmented, I think. I think it's kind of a perfect balance. So anyway, that's a quick side note for that blush. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put on some NYX, the Buttermelt Highlighter. This is like a blue-green shifty shade. It's Buttermint. And I'm just gonna place it on the cheek. I'd be interested to see what the other shades look like. I feel like sometimes this shade is hard for me to match stuff with, but I also don't wear a lot of like blues, because that's another shade I'm not super comfortable with, an eyeshadow of blues. But it kind of leans green, so it's like a blue-green. So we're gonna go out of my comfort zone today, and I'm gonna do an eyeshadow look, but that is not NYX. So I'm just gonna show this first, and then I'll finish my look with an eye look. This, I'm using the NYX Line Loud liner. I feel like this is a good shade. It's really close to my lip shade, but it defines really well. I feel like it's longer lasting. It is matte, at least the shade. I don't know if it's this specific Line Loud. Very creamy. It's a very creamy formula, but I feel like that looks good. And then I'm gonna use the NYX Lip Oil Clicky Pen. I feel like that's such a good shade. It's the Link in My Bio shade. Like a peachy pink. So yeah, I really like the Fat Oil Slick Sticks in NYX. I have not tried really any other brand from, you know how a lot of the brands have this kind of clicky pen I personally have not tried a lot of, I don't think I've tried any. Let me correct myself. I don't think I've tried any other brand. And I think it's because I like this one so much. I have a habit of kind of blending out some of the line that's a little more blurred on the outside of my lip. Depending on the feeling or the vibe, I sometimes blend out the lip liner just a little bit. But yeah, look how quick I got ready with NYX products. So beautiful. I feel like my skin looks great and just so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video. I'm gonna finish my eye makeup, maybe do a separate video with that at a later time with that look. But yeah, this is like all NYX products, and I will be back when I finish this video.